Shrike, try to remember the basics of CQC.
CQC.
That's right. CQC stands for Commander Quest Christmas.
Commander Quest Christmas? What's that?
Commander Quest Christmas is where you are only allowed to use close quarters combat in battle.
Only close quarters combat?
Absolutely no ranged units are authorized to be used in this mission. You'll have to survive with just melee units.
Hello everybody, this is Shrike playing more Commander Quest, and yes, we are doing CQC, Commander Quest Christmas, as well as close quarters combat. So anything with a range of more than 1 is not allowed. Not just ranged units, but anything with more than 1 range, because if you have, for instance, on the human side, like cavalry, they actually have a reach of 2, which is not close quarters combat, therefore not allowed. But mountain goats do have a reach of 1, therefore are allowed. Shield breakers actually have a reach of 2, so they won't be allowed. Bolt spitters, obviously they're ranged units, not allowed. So we're going to be relying on miners and mountain goats to start with. We are of course going to play on stage 20, hardest difficulty in the game, where there's so many modifiers you can't even read them all on the screen because they just bleed off the top. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Lion's Roar. I think our melee units are going to need as much help as they can get. And I'm actually going to take Steelbeard. Grant 1 health to ally units for every 20 steel you own. Because there are some good melee steel units, or steel granting units, in the way of Steel Diggers. I mean, they're not, okay, I can't really call them good, but they're better than miners, and they'll get us a lot of steel quickly. And then everything will have more health, and they'll survive longer and be able to do more. Is at least the hope. And then we could use something like Steel Allegiance, because they are also 1 range. But I think our biggest concern is actually going to be area damage. Because, as previously mentioned, pretty much everything that's area damage has range more than 1. So Shield Breakers, range 2. Doesn't really work for us. Steelbringers, even when in melee form, they have range 2. And they're not area damage, but they are still really good. Tavern Brawlers have a range of 1, technically. But when they're drunk, I think they gain range. Tavern Keepers, we could if we did a Grog attack, but Tavern Line Breakers are area damage, range 2. Just can't do it, you know. So we have to think about it, and we probably want another form of steel generation. So maybe we take, where is it? Contract miners. So guild support. This is quite good because the contract miners themselves have only melee range, and they'll give us more steel. Now we're not going to have an immediate use for our steel, which is slightly concerning, but hopefully we will pick up a good steel costing unit, which honestly would have to probably be Steel Allegiance, which is unlikely to happen. So I might actually just start with that. Because unfortunately, the other steel costing units, I don't think we can actually make use of. But that's okay, because we want to build up a lot of steel so we have a lot of HP. At least that's the thought. So anyways, enough talking. Let's go. Let's try this out. Let's start with 100 gold. Why not? And our chapter 1 boss is the one where we are defending. So we don't necessarily need free placement or anything like that. Ooh, there's double wacky labs here, which we actually probably want to use to get pieces of the letter and to remove cards. And that way we can do the hidden chapter boss, and we'll get rid of some of our dead draws like the bolt spitters that we can't use in this run. And then we can go, we can get multiple relics from danger battles. Only really going to get 1 enhancement here. And if I wanted to use the wacky lab for regular uses, I wouldn't have to go that much farther to get the 3rd piece of the letter. Let's grab the letter. Get 1 here, 1 here, and then 1 here. That could work. All right. And what are we missing if we didn't go? If we went along the top, we could get an enhancement. That's not worth 2 Wacky Labs, especially in this challenge. Now, I don't know if this is going to be worth it rather than the one that gives 3 health per buff. Generally, it's better, but we'll see. Well, this is not a great opening hand because I can't afford to play these things. We might want to use our arid barbecues pretty early on here. I think it's just worth to not have to worry about too much here, because in the early game we are going to struggle a little bit. So everything's got +1 health right now, which basically just matches what they have by default, because they get +1/+1 by default. They are considerably better than us. And now, luckily, the plus health does retroactively apply if there are things already on the field. So that's good for us. But as you can see, we don't have a lot of actual offensive abilities here. At least until I Lion's Roar. But I need things to survive to make Lion's Roar worth it. It is easier said than done. Now, if I play this, it would be great, but then other things lose 1 HP. Is it worth it? I think it is still worth it. Then I can Lion's Roar, and they will have protection and damage buff. Now, I do have aggressive metallurgy, which is another sink for our gold or our steel if we need it, but I can't play either of these, unfortunately. We should do good damage here. Not quite enough, though. So I want to play the mountain goats. I don't know if we're going to win this bottom fight. No, we're not. Oh, we are, actually, just barely. I guess because of the extra health. He's got 2 HP. He's about to die. But not quite. 1 hit. There we go. All right, good. Bandage, rucksack rummage. Let's just reroll and see what we can get. This guy's got range 2. Can't use it. Military arts. I mean, it's good, but I think we're looking for a mainstay. You know, mental onslaught would be pretty good. It's not a ranged unit. We are still allowed to use tactics cards. And it is, since we don't have ranged units or really any free placement cards, this might be really important for the future, especially Chapter 3. The Chapter 3 bosses in particular, but also lots of danger battles. Having that global damage is really good. And, you know, mental warfare, I would say, definitely still qualifies. I'm not flinging anything at you. Well, this is not the greatest. Yeah, our opening hands are pretty trash until... Like, look at this. We're getting completely overwhelmed because we have no area damage. And all of our units are just statistically worse than theirs. Now, mental onslaught, luckily, in this case, there's up a lot of it. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Let's make sure to get some steel going. We'll take some damage, but that's okay. Yeah, we only took 6. Yeah, everything's got plus 2 HP right now. Until I play this, at least. Which I might very well do. I can do that, and then Lion's Roar. Give everything plus 3 damage. And these guys have shields, which is obviously quite good when you can buff them up as well. Now, I could actually get mana stones up top, potentially. If I just mine this out. I tend to just ignore it. Oh, these archers are really kind of... These guys are shielded, so they don't care that much, but mental onslaught, yeah, just let's clear out that and not worry about it too much. Nope, can't play the bolt spitters, not allowed. Melee units only. Well, the mana stone's immediately going to come in handy, so. Boom, boom. In fact, if I damage buff these guys, that doesn't actually make a difference here, but maybe it would have been faster. Owlbears, range 2. Can't use them. Doomsday, I don't think we care about. Because you just start losing all your summon tiles. Second Mental Onslaught. Be pretty good. Tavern Keeper, we don't really have the grog for it, but the more Mental Onslaughts you have, the better they are. And honestly, we're really gonna need it. It already was so useful there. Now, this is a bit of a problem. I don't have anything good in my opening hand here that I can actually play. Our hand quality is just going to be terrible. Terrible for quite a while here. I can weaken things a bit. Then, geez, I might have to just ignore the top lane. They're kind of fast. I'll delay them slightly. Oh, that was very slight. That was not great. I had one more tactics card in my hand right now. Only. Could have just cleared everything. Will they be able to stop them from hitting me in the face too much? Nope. Luckily, after the chapter 1 boss, we can heal half of our life. So it's not like the end of the world or anything. I'm just drawing these individually instead of at the same time, which is slightly unfortunate, but all of our stuff has plus 3 HP now, so that helps slightly. Slightly. Yeah, I'm just not drawing them at the same time, huh? I mean, that seems fine. I could Lion's Roar here. Do this, and Lion's Roar. At least that's mana efficient. And this should be a lot of damage from the bottom. All I have to do is avoid taking damage from these guys, if at all possible. Nice. Oh yeah, we win. Danger battles might be a little scary though. Defensive Metallurgy is probably pretty good for us. Kind of expensive in terms of mana though. I can use this guy. He is range 1, but he's honestly just not that good. Double damage can be powerful. Like, obviously, under the right circumstances. But he has to survive, and he has to be close to the enemies. And you have to have other units that really benefit from it. And he costs 2 mana. It's just like, that's a lot of ands that have to go your way. Defensive Metallurgies can be great. Obviously, if it's enhanced, it's way, way easier to use, but to avoid having dead draws, let's just skip. Yeah, this danger battle I'm mildly terrified of. We do have healing food. Okay, this one is usually a lot better when I have ranged units. We're just gonna have to try and break down the bottom lane, I think, because there's no way we're gonna keep pace with the top, I don't think. Like, they're just gonna outscale us too hard. The problem is breaking down these is really slow. Like, really slow. I could Lion's Roar here is actually pretty good. It is pretty good, actually. I just do this and Lion's Roar. Like, all of our units are still alive. And these guys have shields. And let's just break through the enemy barricades faster. In this case, I think I'll weaken them because, 4 damage instead of just 2. And we will stack up some more. So far, so good. Being able to get this damage in on him is really important. So obviously things just go to control very fast. Well, I do have to delay it though. In the top lane, because they're just gonna run over us. Look, he's... Oh, yes, we killed him. Okay. I thought he was just gonna barely survive. You know what I could have done? I could have just healed and then used it, but whatever. Enhance 2 random cards. Yoink. That's good. We're gonna be using them a lot, so that's very good. Enhancing mental onslaught. Burden Rider can't use. Beep 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 can't use. Trench doesn't really help as much when we are using melee units. Tribal Merchant. That is quite helpful, actually. Snake Licker would also be good. It would be better if we had the other Chapter 1 boss, but we don't, so... Let's take the Tribal Merchant. Additional quest. Well, not gonna... Cavalry cards tend to have 2 range because they've got spears. I could go for Tribal. Have 4 cards with Tribal in their name in your deck. That's definitely doable. I don't know how good it would necessarily be, but we're going to remove a card. We're going to remove a Bolt Spitter because, like, it's just a dead card. And then we've got 2 of the 3 scraps. I could get immediately... Yeah, let's just get one right here. Do I? Or do I wait for that danger battle? That gives us the 3rd scrap. What would I want to put in the Wacky Lab? Steel Allegiance. Any kind of buffs on that could be really good. Let's try it. Plus 2 damage, double number of units. Getting 4 units? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Increase steel by 10. Always plates the bottom. Grant exhaust. I really want to stack up our steel, so being at the bottom is okay. Answer random card. First card, no. Let's just let's enhance 1 random card. Oh, hey, that's a really good one to enhance. Thank you. I'd say we've gotten pretty good luck here overall. Gain 1 additional mana on the first turn. That's better than 2 food slots for sure. Because a lot of the time on turn 1, you want to have a good setup. Turn? Oh, it's a Necromancer. Okay. Well, at least we drew pretty decently here. In fact, I can Mental Onslaught to kill all those archers. I can do this and this. Be safe. And now this top lane, we can actually pile things into if we need to. I was kind of hoping to get our 2nd Mental Onslaught here, but we didn't. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use our food. I'm just not going to be too concerned about it. We'll get our plus... Oh, not quite plus HP. Almost. So now I need somebody that can stop this, which I can do with him. 2 damage to everybody. I mean, it's 2 damage is 2 damage. I can't complain too much, but I think Lion's Roar will go over better for us. And these guys have enough HP to survive their charge, and they can fight back. There we go. Nice. Now we've got a lot of damage piled up here. And I can Mental Onslaught. I don't need the plus HP now, so I can afford to spend our steel a little bit. There you go. Because obviously he does 20 counterattack damage. The plus 1 HP doesn't bring us to any new thresholds. Gamble of 4, huh? Gamble of 4. Given our current deck, it's not that unlikely, but it's pretty unlikely. I'm just going to pass on it. We've seen it be very good in the past, but it can also be terrible, so... We definitely do not want this because we need the letter to deliver, which is a curse card. Enhance each tactics card you get. Oh, that's good, actually. Because, oh, I can have Noble Leech be immediately enhanced. Tactics cards obviously pair well with Mental Onslaught. We don't have any good targets for units to give this to, though. I think I'm just gonna skip. Yeah, we'll just skip. I don't think I want that card even enhanced. Our torn letter scraps becomes a letter to deliver, and that means we can do the hidden chapter boss. Change one card. Bolt's better. Please become melee. Oh, it's another Mental Onslaught. Oh my gosh, we got 3 of them. And it becomes enhanced with the Obliterate ink. Yo, that's so good. And we got a shop here. I can remove something else from our deck, probably. Wait, what's this? Gain 10 steel at the start of each turn. Oh, that's so good. Steel Digger is also quite good. Dude, I have to buy this. It's so good with Steelbeard. That's so good. I wish I could afford more stuff. There's a lot of good things here. Draw 1 card each time Forge effect. We're not actually doing Forge effects, so that wouldn't actually help us that much, but I guess we'll save our money because we'll probably get another shop in chapter 2, or at least 3. I've got 3 travel cards in our deck right now. What? I only have 1. This quest says I have 3. Wrong. But I only have 1. None of these other cards are tribal. Okay, sure. I don't need to heal, so we'll enhance. If I enhance this, I gain 4 protection. If I enhance this, I gain 30 steel for using it. Or I can enhance steel Mental Onslaught. Or Tribal Merchant for the mana. I like this being free. It's just so helpful. Alright. Let's see if we can do this. I mean, we should be able to. I can't imagine us struggling that hard. I'm just going to play lots of stuff up here. I don't need the Lion's Roar now. It'd be better later, so I will buff these guys a little bit. There is no saving these from being blown up. Now these things do, they do not do area damage. They just attack very fast. Well. That will help slightly. I could have waited until they unloaded, but it's okay. Do this. We got lots of steel. You know, I could do another one. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'll save the mana for this turn. The 2 damage is not going to make the difference, so. Let loose. It's fine. Looks like our unit healed there. Okay, Mountain Goat. Mental Onslaught is fantastic because we can kill all these archers. And it's enhanced. Then I just need to delay up top slightly here. This is the problem, though. Our units just are not high value. So it's a little difficult to actually make headway here. Steel Allegiance. Would rather it be down here, but it could work up here. I want a Mental Onslaught to get rid of their shields and deal some damage. Lion's Roar will really tip things in our favor in terms of damage. Okay. You know, they've got archers. Unfortunately, this is not the enhanced one, so it only does 2 damage. Not really going to be a huge help to us. I think we just keep building up steel. More steel gives us more HP, and we can survive and get better trades. And we only have to survive 5 more turns. Okay. Mental Onslaught will be fantastic here. More steel. More units. There you go. All right. We've definitely managed to push them back enough that we are in very good shape. Again, this is not the enhanced one, but it's something, and it does break their shields. So that is helpful. Because at the end of every turn, they get 1 protection. All right, Onslaught Kill all those archers, which is fantastic. I'm just going to... We have 160 steel right now. Our stuff is getting a lot of extra HP. And we keep getting more every single turn, too, because of our relic. A good lion's roar here. Or I could just play more miners. These miners now have 13 HP. Which is nothing to scoff at. And all we have to do is hold on for one more turn, so... Let's lion's roar, why not? Because plus HP plus damage is always going to be good. You know, all I have to do is not die down here, and we're good. In fact, I might not even take the heal after this. I might just greed for a relic as our reward. Let's see. Gain 1 mana for each turn. You can no longer gain gold. Let's just... We got one reroll. Let's try it. Ooh, supply cards being cheaper is really good in theory. Currently, we don't have supply cards, but there are, what's it called? Guild support. Like guild support's a supply card. It could cost 0, for instance. Don't currently have it though. Red notice is just always going to be helpful. Yeah, I'll take the red notice. Plus units. When an ally unit gains 1 protection each time, an ally unit gains 1 protection each time it activates last will. In particular, it gives itself protection. It says an ally unit, but I don't think that's actually correct. Can't use line breakers. We only have one last will, which is our mountain goats, which we do play often, but is there other legendary cards that we'd really want to roll into? Another mental onslaught. That's a little bit silly, but it is tempting. We could pull teeth as well. I would really like to enhance it, because then it's not as painful to use, but can't use heavy drinker because it's not close quarters combat. You know what? Screw it for the meme. It gets enhanced, so that's a really good value. Let's lose 20% of our max HP for... Oh, I think McTassel is fantastic. We have a lot of tactics cards, so all of those tactics cards we draw are now going to also draw us another card. And for some reason, every time I add a card to my deck, it's recalculating that I've added a tribal card, so that's interesting. Choose to change a card. Shield Breaker, since I can't actually use it. Oh, I have to change 2. This miner, I guess. All right, well, we got another tribal merchant and a tribal vanguard. These pair very well together. And for an altar, it's very safe. Also, luckily, these are all melee units, and this is also a melee unit. I don't know if Hyuga is actually, I think it's a neutral card, right? It is melee. It's perfectly melee. It does area damage, but it's melee, so that's actually perfect for us. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's fantastic. We can go here for the events, and then here, get an enhancement. And then there's no wacky labs here, unfortunately. There's a shop I do want. 2 danger battles in chapter 2. Are we gonna be strong enough to do that? I don't know. Maybe. Mental onslaughts only get us so far. Should be very helpful in this fight. Oh, nice. Especially when they use both of their things here, but I didn't draw it. That's unfortunate. If I had drawn any of these, I could have just killed all of these in one go. Because they do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage. They're very scary. If I do this, we get plus health at the very least. And I'm probably just going to have to... There's no point in lines roaring. It'll be kind of wasted because these things are just going to go pew, 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 and all of my stuff is just going to die. Yeah. Don't shoot me. Thank you. Okay. But now we have it. We can kill those. If I do this, I can play... This pays for itself, technically. I'm going to put this up here, which should protect us from both lanes. So I'll have to go through over 220 health. Oh yeah, and I'm losing tribal units, which could turn these eventually into something more powerful. Oh, look at this. 12 damage to everything. But they were drunk, so it did 50% more than that. And now we're golden. We're just good to go. I can just do whatever the hell I want. Look at the... Oh, man. Red notice. We're getting 5 of these Steel Allegiances now. We can enhance them. That'd be really, really strong. God. Look how much stuff we get. I already got 80 steel. So all these things are getting plus 4 HP. In fact, I could have lines roared there and just one, but watch. I'm just going to draw a mental onslaught. Ah, well, I did. But I was expecting to draw multiple of them. It's okay. There we go. All right. I'm feeling more confident about this deck now. Another tribal merchant. Can't use tribal shaman because obviously it's ranged. I'm fine with adding another one to the deck, honestly. An event, what's it going to be? Oh, it's a relic. That's a pretty good event. Improve pommel. Increase the attack damage of allied melee units by 1. Guess what we have a lot of? We're not using any range units, so that's just incredible. This event became combat, unfortunately. But with the help of, well, okay, I mean, do this to start with. It'll absorb essentially everything. And I may as well put these out. Ooh, nice. Now everything is plus health. And as these die, these will awaken. Oh my goodness, look at this. Boom. I could just do another 24 damage to everything. Should probably just play units out though instead. But look how powerful that is. It's just such a good way to clear the screen. So powerful. Look at the little tribal souls. 5 lions were here. Do you think these guys kill? Maybe. Let's get a random food. Sure, I mean, that's good. Seems fine to me. Oh, not quite now. But it's okay. I almost have these things waking up. 6 damage to everything. Easy peasy. And then I can do this and this and this. This and this. I'm so powerful now. And we don't have any dead draws either. Oh, they're gonna awaken. No. I need one more to die. That's not gonna happen. Kill him with mental onslaught. Dude, we're so powerful. Guild support. You see, that's kind of why I wanted supply cards to be cheaper, but it's still really good for 1 mana, so especially when we get a lot of mana stone generation. I don't think we can use mercenaries because they've got 2 range. So maybe, yeah, and I don't think we can get the Arcanist either. Oh, this will be great. This will save us a lot of trouble. And if they ever awaken, that would also be great. We'll save our mana stone for next turn. In theory, we should do a very good job against this fight because of things like Mental Onslaught. And we should get tons of steel. Now, yeah. So with that card, guild support is already enhanced, so it was just immediate great value. That's what I'm trying to say. But watch, I just go boom, everything's dead. And then I just go, all right, Steel Diggers. And let's get some more mana, because why not? And let's draw, because why not? Here. Look how much stuff we can get. And everything's so buff and swole. Like, they stand 0 chance. I'm just gonna Lion's Roar. I think that's fair. There we go. Another guild support. Not enhanced though. I honestly don't need it. I super don't need it. Another supply card I would like to be 0 cost, but it's not. Yeah, we only enhance tactics cards, not. Wacky Works byproduct has 2 range. Can't use it. Can't use it. No worries. All right, we're going up here. We're gonna get a legendary relic. Draw 1 additional card each turn. I don't really need that. I would have liked pretty much anything else. But all right. Doesn't hurt, I suppose. All right, danger battle. I would have been better off taking the money in that case. 300 gold and then going to the shop. Well. This is not terrible. Can soften them up. And then you can get us lots of steel, which then gives them more HP, which then hopefully they don't get run over by these guys who only do 5 damage. I'm going to play this here because I can get a mana stone. And that should be fine. Oh, yeah. Being able to just have so many melee units get buffed up like instantly is just so incredible. Also, just being able to kill everything in the area. That's also very good. Do I want to get Hugh? Do I want to get the front and altar out? I think it's probably a decent idea too. You can like flank us on either side and protect us. Lion's Roar also would have been a perfectly fine thing to do. But it's also quite good here. Mental Onslaught to soften everybody up. Steel Allegiance. And then I could play this, and then Lion's Roar. So now these are 6/11s. These are 7/33s with 2 protection. Oh my goodness. It's so good. And I've got so many Mental Onslaughts that I just draw them pretty consistently. I can get even more steel, even more mana, which then I can just use, get even more stuff. Got 105 steel right now. But we're just about to win, so nothing to worry about. I can almost kill these just with... I can just kill them with Mental Onslaught. That's crazy. Excellent. Grant a flame immunity to ally units except structures. Sure. Can't hurt. Blade Magic Circle? That is pretty good for us, actually. We're playing a lot of little cards. Including Mana Stones, so... Let's enhance something. I could enhance this to make it cheaper. It would not be terrible. I could just do Tribal Merchants or the Steel Digger. Honestly, I don't know. The 10 steel is probably not going to make a huge difference. Steel Allegiance, maybe I do that. Maybe I just enhance that. Give them 4 protection instead of 2. An eagle feather would be really, really good. They gain even more protection, but draw 1 extra card next turn each time you kill 10 enemy units. I'm fine with that. Our hand's just going to be constantly full. Uh-oh. How many cards are my deck? It's got to be 20, right? There's no way I only have 18 cards in this deck. I was right. Oh, 20 cards. If there was a 19, I would have had to think about it a little bit closer. Like, oh, was it 19? I don't know, but no, it didn't matter. The options were pretty easy for us. Warehouse key would be good if we had more money, but we don't. Do I want any of these? Reserve forces is kind of nice, generally speaking, but not super important. Sticky Poppet too. Ooh, it would be enhanced, but it does cost 100 steel. Or 100 gold, sorry. Is there anything I want to actually remove? I could start removing our basic miners at this point. Or aggressive metallurgy for that matter. But it replaces itself. It's never a dead draw. Because we've got white milk tassel. You know, I can buy this and crash another card. Let's get rid of one of the miners. And buy Sticky Poppet. Because it gets enhanced, and we are producing a lot of mana stones now. From coin to steel, that could actually be quite good. But it is a supply card, and like I said, we're only really benefiting from lots of steel via Steelbeard. And it's nice to have, but it's not super important. How well are we going to do against this? This one tends to be kind of tricky. Well, it actually should be totally fine because we got things like this. And because they're drunk, they take even extra damage from it. Simply incredible. I could do Forgotten Altar. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if they'll actually attack it. I think they'll just run past if I do it there. I should have played these first. That was a complete mistake on my part. Because they replaced themselves with mana stones. Whoopsie daisies. He's just going to throw beer on these, which is fine. Whatever. Blade Magic Circle. Then I do this. And I was hoping they would hit these guys. They did not. Just do Mountain Goats. It's not like the most exciting turn ever, but it works. Oh, they did die at the Blade Magic Circle. Perfect. Beautiful. You dare waste beer, he says. I do. Well, big damage to everybody. Let's play these. And these. And these. 4 damage to everything. It's going to be 6 damage to everything because they're drunk. I mean, that's pretty good. Let's get our deal going. Why not? And I'll even spend some of it. There you go. Wow, this is way, way easier than I was expecting this fight to be. I don't know why. I guess I forgot that everything would be drunk and would take extra damage from Mental Onslaught, but my hand just fills up completely every single time. You know, I can just clear out all this stuff. Boom, there you go. Now I can start running down the middle if I so wish. Look at this shit. I'm unstoppable. Well, this Mantle Rebuild doesn't really help us. One of these days, Forgotten Altar will actually get to activate. Not today, though. Random Summon card, probably don't care about that. I mean, health over time, we're not actually taking any damage. Still, Ballista would be great, but it's 8 range, and I can't use it, man. Another Mental Onslaught. Oh, mineral bank. Mineral bank would be kind of perfect for us, but also we don't need that much steel. We just don't need it. So get in here, mental onslaught. Imagine just killing everything with mental onslaught. You just had a deck of just mental onslaughts. You just drew only that every turn. How amazing could that be? I almost think I should just enhance this one so I don't have to worry about which one I draw. All right. It's going to be very, very good against the spiders. They just have hordes and hordes and hordes of stuff and very scary archer stuff up top. So, you know. I'm going to Forgotten Altar here. And we'll start playing things in the top lane. And let me play these. Like, look at this. There's no reason not to do 15 damage to everything, right? No reason at all. In fact, man, I could have done so much damage. But it's okay. These aren't going to break through this anytime soon, so... 3 damage to everything is not quite enough. It's not quite good enough. Oh, I didn't do this properly. Uh-oh. I messed this up slightly. He's making these invincible. It's slightly unfortunate. 9 damage everything will work reasonably well. We need to be slightly careful here. Yeah, I may as well. Honestly, look, he's already taken almost 70 damage. And we've barely done anything, so... Ah, yes. Fantastic. Let me just, eliminate everything that could ever be in our way. Yeah, I could do another 9 plus 6. So I could do 15 damage to everything. That's not really enough to worry too much about. Let's just play out some of these, and maybe they'll die, and one of these can activate. That'd be kind of neat. That could happen at least once. Does require 15 of them to die. Takes some time. Boom. Good lord. Our deck is so good. I don't even know what to play half the time because everything is just incredible. It just doesn't really matter. In fact, these didn't even die. These tribal merchants didn't even die. Oh, we're gonna win before these guys actually get to attack anything. Mental onslaught. Mental onslaught. Tribal merchant. Do this. Do this. Also, blade magic circles activating for each and every one of these. Like, oh, they did activate. Finally. They didn't actually get to kill anything, but they did activate. Bronze hand, dude. +1/+1 to summon cards with mana of 1 or less. Or Little Star for every 6 units summons, gain 1 mana. Do we even have anything? I mean, Forgotten Altar is the only expensive card we have. Oh, and I guess Mountain Goat. A Bronze Hand that's pretty good value. All right, I'll take it. Steel Catapult would be perfect for chapter 3, but it's technically not a melee unit, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about any of this. We're good. We are unbelievably good. In fact, I'm gonna get a random relic. That's terrible. That's probably not even worth taking. I think it just makes everything worse. Some things don't clump up and fight together. But you could get a faster Yoka, maybe, if it ever came to that. But I think it's generally bad. I spent 20 max HP on. Screw it, I'll take it. Why not? I'm feeling extremely overconfident right now. Is it overconfident if I'm actually going to just crush this? Let's do the danger battles because I can. I would like this shop and this. Okay, that's pretty good. On the bottom, it's just worse. Okay. We've got a regular battle. We're in chapter 3 now, so things have a lot more HP at this point. But I gained 1 max HP somehow. Let's set up Blade Magic Circle. Mental Onslaught. Novel Merchant. Let's I don't really need to get the steel going. I think I'm just gonna, if I draw, I'm not gonna be able to play the card that I draw anyways, so whatever. Yeah, you see how fast some of them go and others will be slow. It's generally just not good for us. They're all gaining HP based on how many of them are alive. So Mental Onslaught's not as good here. Not as good. Mm, 6 damage to everything. Surely some of these will die before the end of turn, right? Plus, in 2 turns, he's going to kill them all himself anyways. I could just play Forgotten Altar and then not have to worry about it whatsoever. It is definitely a distinct possibility. And I can have Steel Allegiance, go here. Like, I could have Mental Onslaught to kill these bow shooters, but he's just going to kill them anyways, so. Watch. Thing dies. And he heals, which, whatever. It's no problem for us. Blade Magic Circle, every single one of them's triggering onto him. Is pretty nice. Aggressive Metallurgy is actually pretty good here because they've got protection. And we're just gonna kill him. We're just gonna murder him. Dude, we just draw Mental Onslaught every freaking turn. I love it. I love it. Wait. Lion's Roar. Get that plus damage. Military Arts. I mean, most of our stuff is already kind of enhanced. I don't think we super benefit from it. I'm just gonna skip. Do I want this at this point? No, it's too expensive in terms of mana. It'll be even harder to keep them together with everybody because we've got the randomized movement speed. All right, how much health do these things have? 19. All right, well, let's get Blade Magic Circle. And this, I guess. We'll give us steel. Even more steel. Gives us more HP. Not that it really makes a difference against these guys. They have 6 attack. We're getting 1 or 2 shot anyways, but I digress. I would like to play this. I really want this to activate eventually. Maybe, possibly. How much HP do they have? 23. All damage, everything? I mean, that's pretty good. They could just have another tribal. I want our tribals cards to actually die so that these can actually be activated. So we can at least see them attack something. Oh, we swapped here. Ooh, they have 4 protection on 32 attack. He chose poorly for what to swap. Imagine if he had swapped these, he would have just killed them instantly, but no. He did not do that. I'm just gonna kill all of his stuff. There you go. Fact. Do I have it? I do. I have more damage. Well, I'm sorry I forgot an altar, but my deck is too good. I don't actually need you. Although he acts as a very good wall, so I don't even need tempting offer. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. It is okay. If it was enhanced, yeah, I would definitely pick it up, but it's not. Okay, this one can be annoying because these containers can blow up and just deal a crap load of damage to us. Which does kind of backfire with Blade Magic Circle because it can also cause them to blow up. If I do this first. Well, one of them blew up immediately. How much HP do they have? 65. On the plus side, there's no longer any enemies on the field. But yeah, minus 20 HP, just like that. It's bad luck. If I put this here, it can tank so that I don't have to worry about it too much. And we can just play on the top lane. And yeah, I could Mental Onslaught to kill like these archers. I probably should have, but I think we'll be fine. Not exactly going to lose here. I just don't want these to get hit anymore. So I'm avoiding my screen wipes. Although I did just spend our... That's just Lion's Roar. That's fine. We're going to kill him just like that. If I wanted to get that HP back, I could use our T, but we're going to heal as we go to different nodes because we've got the Travel Guy 1. So, you know. Early Insults doesn't really help us much. Don't care about any of this. We're good to go. Choose a summon card. What do we want to enhance? Or not enhance, but experiment on. We can get plus Forgotten Altars. That would be pretty cool. Could also do Mountain Goats. Well, let's do this. Increase number of units by 1. Increase the number of how much mana it costs. Place at the bottom of the pile. That's honestly fine. Although I do tend to want it early, but we go through our deck so fast. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we do go through our deck fast, which is in this case also kind of terrible. Luckily, I can just do that. That's pretty helpful. Blade Magic Circle would have been nice to have, but set up. Oh well. I think I saved the Mana Stone. We can't really make good use of it this turn. Maybe next turn we like Lion's Roar. He's not summoning anything. Awesome. Excellent. Do this and this and this. I could just play more units, or I could Lion's Roar. I think I play units. I don't think the extra damage here would let us kill him this turn. Maybe it would have. That was a lot of damage. Well, Mental Onslaught's not the greatest here. We don't really have the best stuff here. And the more of those Germation cards get added to our deck, the worse it gets. And that also means the worse our Mental Onslaughts will become. That's the problem. I'm going to wait till they group up a little bit, and then maybe do it. Either way, we should still win this. I can't imagine us really losing. Especially when I got that capability of doing that. If I really wanted to, I could be playing these hurting ourselves, but then I could do win with Poppy, I suppose. But hey, we win anyways. Nice. Do I want the flambe or do I want the garlic steak? I'm gonna take the flambe. Oh, healing hand. That's pretty nice, actually. Steelbringer can't use, not melee. Another Tribal Vanguard. Don't think I'm gonna bother with it or the barricade. I think we're good. Our deck has got 20 cards in it. We're drawing a lot. And I don't really need to... Oh! Why do you tempt me with this game? Because this is so good. It's so good. But it can also be so terrible. We do have a shop where I could delete one of them if need be. I love a box. It's so kind of useless in our deck because we already have so much card draw. But it'll give us a lot of mana too. Letter to deliver, that's fine. Also, a random card in your hand increased by 1 at the end of the turn. That kind of sucks. This is fine. So I might just remove supplies shortage, and that's just a strict... Sometimes I'll get extra mana. That's pretty cool. I want to enhance this. Make it cheaper. I should probably just enhance the Tribal Merchant, to be honest. That way we it's just pure profit. We're almost full HP again, just from our Tribal Guy one. Increase the duration of a flame. And we are immune to a flame, but we have no way to grant a flame. Reduce the mana cost of summon cards with 3 or more mana by 1. Well, that would just make our Forgotten Altar slightly cheaper. That's really about it. Yeah, we're already in chapter 3, so I don't think we're gonna run into any flame stuff. I'll take the wheelbarrow. Why not? Don't think it's really gonna benefit us in any other way, but it's something. Six damage. That's not gonna be enough. I mean, it's a start. Actually, let's do Blade Magic Circle. Do this. Let's soften these guys up. And then the more cards I play, the more likely they are to just die. They didn't quite die here, but you draw. I mean, okay. This is not terrible. We are causing some baby orcs to spawn, but like, whatever. Who cares? At the end of the turn, one card's going to become more expensive. So I may as well just play this so it doesn't become more expensive. Why not? So that's actually a curse card we can work around pretty easily. Look at this. We already got 5 mana. They stand no chance against us. I want some more steel. We're getting so much steel, too. Kill. Kill. Boom. Boom. Doesn't really matter. They cannot stop us. Holy crap. That's going to be so good against the Chapter 3 boss. Like, you have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I'm going to, like, wipe the floor with the Chapter 3 bosses, I'm pretty sure. Who needs range units? I don't need range units. Oh, Caltrops is pretty good. Only for Forgotten Altar, but that'd be a lot of counterattack damage they'd apply. Is it worth a spot in my deck? Got 23 cards, but I don't know if that's actually worth worrying about. I don't think we need to. Especially since the Forgotten altars at the end, bottom of our deck always. Dark Torch. Remove 2 cards when obtained. I mean, that's cheaper than trying to remove them the traditional way. Strategic resource. I mean, we have so much card draw. Like, there's no need. All right, let's remove supply shortage just so I don't have to worry about it. And maybe one of our basic miners because I just don't need it. Let's get rid of. Oh, that's tough actually. We won't. It's not terrible to have this, to be honest. I can play around it, but it could be bad. Mainly for the hidden chapter boss, it would be kind of bad. Because we're almost certainly going to have things still in our hand. Yeah, I think I'd just get rid of a regular miner. Although, like, having... Yeah, because we got lots of trash units in the way of tribal. For the chapter 3 boss that copies our units. I think that's fine. I'm not even gonna worry about these cards. I think we're good. What do I want to experiment on? Well, it's unlikely we're gonna get any more value out of Forgotten Altar, to be honest. Mountain goats, I guess. Up with shield. Increase move speed. Our move speed's already randomized, so it doesn't make a huge difference. Let's just get +1 unit. Reduce move speed. I mean, our move speed's already randomized, so it'll just statistically either be the same or better than what it used to have. Use a card to enhance. All right. This allows us to always play it. Well, not always. I guess we still need summon tiles for it. So the hidden chapter boss, it won't hurt us at least to play. All right. Here's the boss that I think we are just going to obliterate. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make sure the last thing I play is the Tribal Merchant, probably. So it doesn't make a huge difference, but... I messed up. I kind of messed up by doing that. Well, I can have them copy the miners. That's actually fine. Not a big deal. Well, they have no units, and we have got lots, so, you know. Our Mental Onslaught's being in our hand now is slightly unfortunate, because I won't have it for this turn when I really need it, but... That's still 9 damage to everything. That's still really good. I don't have to worry about them copying any of our cards this turn either. I can do Forgotten Altar. You know, I can just do it up here, I think. Why not? Then... Don't really have much to spend our money on. Lion's Roar is pretty good here, though, so I'll take it. If they waste their time killing this, that's fine by me. And if they activate, all the better. You see that? Mental Onslaught, the best card in the game. So good. Okay, the last card I play, they're going to clone. So I probably want that to be Tribal Vanguard. Although I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I could probably just be killing them with this. Look at this. He's almost dead already. Will these activate? Yes. But they're dead. They're so dead. It doesn't matter. The hardest. That is by far the hardest boss in this entire game. And we just crapped all over it. Unbelievable. CQC. Unfreaking believable. Let's make sure they don't have torches lit by the end of this turn, but otherwise, we don't really need to be too concerned. Look how much mana I've got. Oh, I did that. Oops. Well, missed 1 damage. I think we'll survive. I think we'll be fine. Personally. Dude. I can't freaking... This is way better than I was expecting this to go. I didn't expect to get offered so many mental onslaughts. I just didn't. What were the odds? Look, it's just so many. So many. In fact, I should do this first. Make sure that they don't have torches lit, and we're good. Like, I can just clear the board every single time. Hidden Chapter Boss has some invisible units, which we will just clear out with that too. Huh. Our only downside is we don't have that much max HP. That's really about it. I'm just going to play this because I can. Put out torches. Yeah, I can play this and then do double up. And, I was going to put this torch out, but it doesn't really matter. That's fine. I'll do it. I could have killed these 3 archers with mental onslaught. That's the only thing I was considering. Well, like I said, I'm just going to do it this turn. Jesus. This feels unfair for my opponent. Super duper unfair. Alright, there you go. Go get him, boys. He's not gonna I'm still not gonna get to use Forgotten Altar. It's still Hidden Chapter Boss. I'm wondering, will I even get to activate him there? Will I? If I play him in the first half, he's just gonna die to the 50% second phase, whatever you want to call it. Where he just wipes the board. Yeah, they didn't even get to activate there. Witch's Necklace. That could make the mental onslaughts cost 0. No longer rest sites, but we don't care about rest sites. So that would actually be that would be almost certainly better. But this is fun. Another mental onslaught. Get in here, Madu. Get in here. That just increases the odds. I'm not going to take a relic. We don't need another relic. We definitely still want to worry about our HP a slight tiny bit. Enhance a card. Well, may as well draw 2 cards. That's not gonna matter. More steel, sure. Why not? Why not? All right. What's the last relic we get? Draw 2 fewer cards and gain 1 mana at the start of each turn. Like I said, I don't care. We could definitely get away with that, but why risk what already works? There's no need to risk it. Look at this. Look at this shit. They cost nothing now. It means it doesn't even hurt me to do this. Then we can, there's not really much point in playing that stuff, huh? It's not going to make a difference here, so I'll keep the mana stones for next turn, I guess. I could Lion's Roar, but again, not highest value. Wow, all of these rolled very low on their stuff. So here's my question. Do I want a Forgotten Altar here? Or do I want to save it for the second phase? I don't actually know the answer to that. Let's draw first. That's not super helpful. I think I'd rather in the second phase, to be honest. It could actually just be the only chance we really get to make it happen. Here. What are these guys? Gain protection. not really going to do much damage AoE to them this way. However, I'm going to Lion's Roar this turn. Not having any ranged units to be able to shoot down over the ledge kind of sucks slightly, but please don't convert them. Oh, well, that's slightly unfortunate. He converted 2 of them. I didn't even look and see what he was going to do. I just assumed I was fine, but oh well. It is okay. It is honestly fine. We do have a little bit of healing with green tea. Should we really need to? These are indomitable. These are armored, but I'm wondering what happens. Like, if they activate, are they going to get control over what gets summoned, or will it be still under my control? I don't know. Probably just use these mana stones because I can. Because I need to. And keep getting steel. That is costing us HP though, so it's a little... Probably not the greatest idea to do that, but... Well, hey, Blade Magic Circle. Nice of you to show up. Let's just clear out everything with the Mental Onslaught. More tribal merchants. More of this. This has caused such a choke point. It's awful. I've done this to myself, essentially. Hey, look. Mental Onslaughts are free. Isn't that fantastic? I'm just gonna Lion's Roar. I don't actually need these, but I'm just gonna play them. I gotta watch our HP right now. We broke through. Gonna do 10 damage to us. I'm just gonna drink our green tea now. And we'll play these. And this makes our sticky poppets better as well, so. These things are armored. Whatever. What's he gonna do? He's gonna convert units? Oh, that's not good. Please don't convert this. Converted all these ones. Well, I'm just gonna kill them all with Mental Onslaught. Not fantastic. These are indomitable though, which evidently do not care about what I'm doing. I want to play these just because then we get more steel. And then our stuff has a lot of HP. I just need one little dude, one of these merchants to die. Honestly, at this rate, we're just killing him with Mental Onslaught. Our other units are not doing anything. Which is kind of funny, but also kind of sad. Blade Magic Circle 2 is also helping. And pop it. Watch, we're going to get into halfway without this activating. He activated, but he's never going to get to actually do anything. Dude. Oh, I absolutely made the right choice with Witch's Necklace. 100% made the right choice. Alright, I'm just going to... Yep, now he's just going to die. Never ever got to actually kill anything with it. What's he gonna do? He's just gonna summon some stuff? Okay. Well. It is what it is, I guess. I'm just gonna play these because Blade Magic Circle plus pop it. These tribal merchants have 15 HP. That's just based off of steel. Mental Onslaught, Mental Onslaught, Mental Onslaught. I'm just gonna play this because I can. What's he gonna do? He's gonna deal 15 damage to us. That's a bit of a problem. We're like at half HP almost. It's not really a problem, to be honest. Well, I can do that. Is he gonna convert? Oh, he's gonna convert units now. Well, we'll see what he converts, I guess. Probably all this. It's really a pain in my ass. They're all protections and Yeah, well, he only converted half of them at least. But could be worse. What are these things? Indomitable? Yeah, there's not really much point in mental onslaughting, but Lion's Roar. Oh, yeah, I can sticky pop it. Let's just do this. Sticky pop it. We will win eventually. These are stealthed, but I got mental onslaughts, so... Jeez, that's so silly. Also, we can always spend our steel, which doesn't hurt us, because it's not mana. These things are still alive. Again, yeah, not having ranged units to shoot at them from above really kind of sucks. Boom, boom. Wow, sticky pop it is popping off. 50. May as well do one mental onslaught just to clear that all out. Oh, we're definitely going to win. There's really not much you can do to stop it either. Oh, look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Crazy. We did get kind of low HP. We're at 38. I think the next time if he did the shot against us, it would have done 20 damage. So, you know, if they had managed to stall us out enough, we potentially would have actually lost. But that would have to be a lot of turns of stalling. Probably like 6 or 8 or something like that. And there you go. That is CQC. Try to remember the basics of CQC, which apparently involves a lot of psychological warfare and melee unit buffs. You know what would have been really good? A card that swaps health and attack. Because our units were getting like 15 health there. If we had swapped, they would have done a lot of damage. Oh, well. That is very cool. Also, I'm happy we got to do Forgotten Altar, even though the quest itself clearly was not functioning correctly, because we only had a single tribal in our deck and it still kept counting it. Don't know why. But, you know, I'll take it. Allowed us to get Forgotten Altar, not that. It did work very well as a wall. We just never really got it to evolve and actually then attack, because we always just won before that. But, dude, I had 5 mental onslaughts, all enhanced. 6 mental onslaughts in this deck. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. I play a lot of roguelike games, among others. Tactics, strategies, card builders, that kind of thing. So with that, see you guys next time.